TalentedOnes media, hashtag TL media, hashtag TL radio, hashtag too many hashtags to keep hashtagging it out. And we're back, man, Jay Shep, and we're back to some fun stuff, man. This right here is what I've been needing for a minute, man. I need bars. Like the clue, drop a clue, bomb, funk flex, whoa type of bars, man. We got a different city here. We got a different state in here. We got Oklahoma in here.
Yeah.
We got Oklahoma, man. My man Hugh Glass, how you doing, man?
What's up, buddy? Good. How are you?
I'm big chilling, man. You made the journey all the way over here, man.
Down here, bro.
You made the journey, bro. I had to turn the flashlight off. But how, first of all, how's the drive over? Is everything good? Everything smooth?
Yeah, it was smooth. We stopped in Dallas last night, saw some family, so we got to break it up a little bit, stayed in the hotel, and we left this morning. The drive was actually pretty good. We hit a little traffic, but other than that, bro, made it safe. Smoked a little clip on the way.
There you go.
So
relax, easy
yeah,
relaxation, bro. I feel that. You hear what your people right now.
Yeah, I got my brother and my producer over here.
Keep the team with
people.
you.
Yeah,
keep the team with you for sure. Oklahoma City, right?
Yes, sir.
Oklahoma City, stand up right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we got. And we got bars, man. I was listening to your stuff. My way of studying people is obviously when I first get onto them, I listen to the music, but then I gotta listen to it in the car.
I feel that.
Semi-auto, I listen to in the car.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
You like it?
I like it.
Fuck yeah.
I want to know your creative process in the studio. What's that like? How do you get to what gets everything churning up here when it comes to writing music for you?
If you would have asked me this last year, it would have been a completely different answer. Just my whole approach kind of changed. But I used to take real long writing verses. I used to be real specific with beats and kind of just real methodical. Just I wanted everything to be as perfect as possible. But to be honest, I drop an album. I take all this time. I take basically a year recording it and shit, and don't know anything about promotion. So when I drop it, it goes on deaf ears essentially. So that just kind of it made me reevaluate really the way I make music, because I feel like if you can capture time instead of holding shit back months at a time, and maybe you can catch more traction or attention or whatever. So now it's more like we'll get in the studio around 7, something like that, 8 o'clock, and we'll roll up, drink. I'm not a huge drinker, but when the time's right, I'll hit a little Hennessy or whatever.
A little Hennessy, not too bad.
Well, I got one of my buddies, Josh Solis from Oklahoma. He's a fire-ass producer. So we'll just go over and chop it up with him, and normally we'll find a sample or some sound or something like that. We'll just start smoking while he's making the main melody and shit. I'll kind of write like a little skeleton idea with the hook or something like that would be, get some ideas flowing. And that's really, as far as creating, normally takes 3 to 5 hours, something like that, to get a good song in. But I don't know, lately I feel like I just got so much to say. So like when, he'll make a beat and I'm sitting there and it's like, okay, well, why do I not just spend this next hour, alone dumping this shit off, write this verse, get it recorded the same night type shit. And so I feel like that brings it's like a movie, like it brings it to life almost. You can feel, me, like I'm in it still. I don't gotta wait, and I lose how I felt when I wrote the verse 6 months ago type shit. So it's all kind of compacting right there.
What it sounds like to me is the hunger right now. It's like the grind, grittiness of getting your stuff off. You got a lot of stuff to say. Like I said, you dropped the project. About promotion kind of fell on deaf ears.
Right.
And that's one of them things as an artist, is just like what I've noticed with people, is that trial and tribulation, bro.
You gotta go through it.
You gotta go through it, man. You gotta go through it. Let's talk about, we talked about it off air. Let's talk about this Oklahoma scene in music. How is it right? How is the scene just in general? Cause what I'm saying, we was comparing Houston to Oklahoma. Obviously, no big difference,
right?
But similar in a sense,
right? Yeah, I feel like, well, first off, it's a lot of talented artists. It's a lot of talent down there, and I think that a lot of it gets overlooked, to be honest, just because a lot of people are in the shoes I was in, 6 months ago, 8 months ago. You feel like you got this gem, right? You feel like you got this shit, and then you drop it, and first of all, no one wants to support you, because if people think like you're taking food off their plate when you get food on yours, it's like, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. But I get it, bro, because I was there. I didn't want to retweet another rapper's shit if I knew that it sounded good, like stealing fans type shit. But it's famine thinking, to be honest. You know, there's enough money, there's enough people. Bro, it's 7.6 billion people in the world. Are you telling me we don't all have enough fans to go around? You know what I mean? Like, just because I'm popping over here doesn't mean you can't be popping over here type shit. So I think it's just we're in a bubble, I feel like, essentially. And no one's made that burst out. So, you know, it's no one really to come back and pull people out, help people out. So I think we're just kind of stagnant.
I think the key thing you said was famine thinking. I haven't heard it in that term before. I like that thinking. I like, not that thinking, but I like the term that you use. Bro, I think what a lot of people think is, like you said, bro, it's just a lot of food to go around.
Yeah.
People think it's not enough plates. And kind of what I'm going to backdoor and say, what I think y'all have, which Houston has, is everybody wants to be the king of the city. And so since everybody wants to be the king, no one's willing to, like, say, oh, you eating, okay, keep doing it.
Right.
Like, everybody wants to be like, no one is competitive. Like, everybody's competitive, but it's almost like they'll play dirty too. It's like, I want you to, that's cool. I see you, all right, I'm gonna work harder, but I'm gonna cut your leg at the same time. I'm gonna try to tear your ACL down.
It's always like, yeah, that's cool, but what can I get? Like, yeah, I'll help you, but like, what are you gonna do for me type shit? Which I get, you know, that's cool, but at some point you gotta, I don't know, respect factor or like something. It's gotta be some sort of, you know, help me help you type shit. So it's but like I said, bro, it's a lot of talented people, and I get it, you know, I get it. Just trying to win.
Nah, for sure. First of all, and I didn't say this earlier, but shout out to OG Pat.
Oh yeah, shout out to OG
for
Pat,
connecting us to even to do this interview right here. Let's talk about this last project that we dropped. You know, let's talk about, like, I guess a question that I do ask every time I talk to somebody in an interview. It's funny how this kind of works, a little segue by accident. I ask everybody about their journey to their destination. But I want, for you, I'm gonna make it different. I want your answer for how do you feel from dropping your project 6 to 8 months ago and that journey of realizing how that turned out to, like, your thinking, your process right now. Like,
yeah, it was tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of nights where I didn't feel like maybe this was it. You know, I felt so. Yeah, just really I'm dope as fuck, you know, and I know that. Like, it's weird saying that and being the person to say that, but like, sometimes you can't, like, I heard this quote, and it's a long quote, but it's essentially, you know, everybody has a thing, you know, and it's not your job to try to regulate or judge that thing, right? So like, if you're a dancer, if you're like, whatever it is, bro, like, it's your job and your job only to make sure that translates into the world so people can see that, because you could be saving people's lives with that shit. You know, you could be inspiring people, you know, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. So I think that's where I'm at. I think, you know, I came from this place of like hopelessness to what the fuck do I do, to kind of like, bro, I can do this shit. I can really do this shit. And I'm not, like, I don't need to be Drake also, you know. I need to be happy and like.
Oh, you know what, and you just said something. I did not try to cut you off. Man, you said something. It's a quote that Ben Staples said a long time ago. And he was like, he was doing an interview with Ebro in the morning, and he basically said that if everybody didn't make every rapper seem like they had to be that rapper, a lot of rappers wouldn't do the stuff that they would do.
That's true.
So if everybody didn't have to be the richest person out there, if everybody didn't have to be the CEO, if everybody didn't have to be the Jay-Z or Drake, like you just said, bro, people would just do what they want to do, love what they have to do, and be happy. But that doesn't mean don't strive to be the best. But saying like, it's a lane for everybody.
Right, definitely.
And I think you trying to carve your own lane, especially when it comes to the style of rap that you do.
Oh yeah.
And what I've noticed is I'm rocking with it because it's bar heavy.
Okay.
I don't rap, but I do write for myself. So like from that perspective, I love it. And then I don't want to just say just even analogies, but just what's that word called, bro? I don't even want to say similes. I think it could be similes. I don't know. I went to school. I've been out of school for too long. But what I was gonna say, I like the wordplay when it's like you'll essentially rhyme the last part of a word to put the beginning part of another word.
Right.
And then you'll bring that bar around with that topic, and that'll be the next bar, but it'll still rhyme. And I noticed that, and it's hard to say it. It's hard to it was hard to put into words, as you see, but I'm like, I rock with that. So he'll put this 2 and 2, this will make 4 here, but he's not gonna forget that scheme. He's gonna go a little bit, he's gonna pop it back around up top, because when you think somebody's switching the topic, you ain't switched. I like that.
Appreciate that, bro.
It shows your craft. It shows that you really study your stuff. Who are your influences?
Ooh, I can go all day, but I'll give you the most important people to me. I think that really influence kind of my sound. I won't say personality, but my sound for sure. It's definitely Kanye West, Eminem, Biggie Smalls, 50 Cent. You
grew up
Outkast. Yeah,
good
bro. I think as far as like lyrics go, and just referring back to what you said about how you place the word, I think it's, I don't know, I think it's so, like, you can do so much with words, and looking at people like Jay-Z, Eminem, and Wayne, how they craft shit and put shit together, bro. I'm in a car I moved around a lot. I think it was like 12 states in 12 years, something like that. So, so I'm in a car from the time I'm 10 years old to 17. Literally every 2 months we're moving and shit. So I'm sitting with these albums. I got these albums, and that's all I got. My little CD player in the back seat. So I'm studying, bro. I've been studying for damn near 15 years now. So I just feel like I accidentally was preparing myself to be the greatest rapper of all time. And that's a heavy thing to sit on, but I think that, because I'm just a little ramble, but language, when a baby speaks, it mumbles every, I can't remember the word, but essentially it can speak every language from the time it's born. When the time it starts to speak, it mutters every sound in every single language known to mankind. And so it picks up on what you're teaching it, essentially. So just like, playing the drums, if you're born in a family that plays, that's a band, heavy on the band, someone plays tambourine, someone sings, and you're born and you don't have a bass guitarist, well, guess what you're gonna be when you're 10? You're gonna be playing bass, So it's just, I think in the same context, I was just this little white kid with nowhere to go, nothing to do, but these bars. And so it became like a science type shit,
And it definitely probably seems like it was a therapeutic.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Therapeutic feeling.
Yeah.
Listening to music, writing music.
Definitely.
And what I really want people to do is pay attention to this music, because what we're going to have you do, and we're going to make sure everybody knows this, we're going to have you spit these bars.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get it. We're about to get everything set up. We have to lay down this interview first, though. I think people, how old are you?
25.
25. Hugh Glass, Hungary, 25 years old, Oklahoma City.
Oh, yeah.
He representing. We're going to watch this freestyle. It's going to be tagged right here. It's literally going to be the next video when this ends. We had to get this interview first, then we get straight to the bars next. Jay Shep, TalentedOnes Media, y'all know what's going on. Make sure y'all following the pages at Talented_ones on Twitter, at _TalentedOnes_ on IG. Now we about to get to these bars. All right.